You must get the weirdest tan lines. Hard to explain, hey?
This doesn't come off.
Oh, it doesn't come off?
This is what I look like every day.
Every day. Something, I don't know what, but something feels really strange to me today. We've been working here at the Driver Rehabilitation Center for 10 full years now, but there's something about this entire season that just seems odd. It seems bizarre, quite frankly, and I can't put my finger... Oh, that's my coffee, is it? Thank you. And I can't put my finger on what exactly it is. But I think... Nah, I'll just get over it. Are you noticing it too, though? Is there something strange going on? Oh, wait. I know what it is. It's... No, there's nothing strange going on here. After all, this is Canada's worst driver.
The Driver Rehabilitation Center has been in many locations over the years. We've used a frozen wasteland. We've used a military base, an abandoned town, even an old prison. But for the last 5 seasons, we've set up here at the Dunnville, Ontario Airport. The hangars here contain our vast array of props, and one of the hangars contains our experts. They are the folks who will help me name Canada's worst driver, and they're watching every move the nominees make.
Clearly, he's not using his mirrors as reference points.
That's our head driving instructor, Tim Danter.
And if you don't use your mirrors, you're going to hit things.
We've also got therapist Shamala Kiru and our high-speed instructor, Philippe Letourneau. And anchoring this team is Cam Woolley, our legal expert.
If your vehicle contacts another, you must remain and give the information. Doesn't matter where it occurs.
One thing that separates good drivers from bad drivers is parking! The next challenge for Canada's worst drivers is... What do you think? Come on, I'll give you a hint. Wait for it. Wait for this guy. Wait, it's parking. Parking is something all 5 of the remaining Canada's Worst Driver nominees have trouble with. The folks who nominated them know it, and they know it.
I hit everything in parking lots.
That's Mariah from Port Colborne, Ontario, who says she's hit 6 cars in parking lots.
How many of those cars have you scratched?
All of them.
How many owners have you told I scratched your car?
9.
Oh.
Don't!
Come on. We, the responsible car owners of Canada, I'm sorry, Mariah, we hate you.
Sorry.
Mariah's not the only one to have caused damage in parking lots.
Broke my own mirror.
That's Sihan, Calgary's most apprehensive motorist.
I hate parking lots.
Licensed pilot Tyler from Quebec says that in parking lots he has hit...
Only things, no cars.
The next worst driver nominee, Cheney, has a technique to avoid causing damage in parking lots.
I park at the very end by nobody.
Really?
Yeah.
The final Canada's Worst Driver nominee claims to not mind parking lots.
I'm okay with it.
Jason is being laughed at because the other nominees know that when we met him in his hometown of Sudbury, Jason was in an empty church parking lot with his brother Bert.
What did you do?
And he hit the only thing possible to hit.
There's a friggin' walkway there.
Did you just do that?
Yes, I think I did.
For today's Rehab Center Parking Lot Challenge, Our Mustang will be driven by Tyler. Our Saab belongs to Seaham. This little Honda will be driven by Mariah. Our decommissioned cop car goes to Jason. And this ridiculous van will be driven by Cheney.
Be courteous.
On your marks, get set, park courteously. I bet they're not going to be courteous at all.
Upon entering the parking lot, Canada's worst drivers quickly realize
There's no parking spots.
there will be spots.
You see any parking spots?
No.
People just need to be patient.
Oh, there's one right there.
You have to reverse into it.
Mariah's friend Jessica is correct.
Get out of my way.
For this challenge, Canada's worst drivers must reverse into their parking spots.
You never back into spots.
Cheney's boyfriend, Jeremy, predicts broken lights on the van.
I know, this is gonna be brutal.
While Mariah goes for the spot vacated by the gold car, Seaham tries parking in front of the school bus.
I gotta go back.
Okay. Just swing over to the left.
Seaham's husband, Wayne, is well-intentioned, but the man coaches too much.
Swing over to... Yeah, and then come on back.
Oh my god, it is freaking tight. I gotta go back.
Yeah, okay, just hold on. They're gonna let you go through, so swing over to the left.
Going back and forth in this challenge is a fail, which means Seaham should give up and find a new spot.
Those spots look like they're bigger than normal.
Yeah, they are.
Now, did you reverse into there?
Yes.
Or did you reverse in and saw the log about 10 times in a row?
About 10 times in a row, yeah.
So we want you to just reverse in. So maybe you should try again.
Oh,
Mariah is using a simimer parking method.
Did you reverse in?
Yeah.
Or did you reverse and forward and back and forth and back and forth and back and
I
forth?
reversed and then
No, she went back and forth.
throw me under the bus like that.
Well, lie.
One thing Mariah doesn't lie about is that before coming to rehab, she frequently drove under the influence of alcohol. But now she claims she'll never do that again. Is Cheney drunk? Because she's now pulling into a spot that's clearly marked for new parents.
Oh my god, did I hit somebody?
Did you hit
But I
somebody?
didn't know what that crunch was.
When you see a reserved parking sign, it doesn't mean run into it.
I'm not even in the space. Am I in the space?
And your baby's 6 years old. That doesn't mean for 6 years old, 6-year-olds.
But it's a baby.
No, he's not a baby. He's 6 years old.
You don't have a baby, you hit the sign, and you're on the line.
3 laps.
When drivers break a rule on this course, they have to do a penalty lap. And on her penalty laps, Cheney slams into an arrow.
You rock that thing.
Meanwhile, Jason has spotted the space Seaham couldn't park in. And he can't park in it cleanly either.
Did you touch the bus behind you?
No, I didn't. That's denial.
No, he's completely unaware.
You got to do a lap, sir.
I think it's baloney.
I think it's amazing that Jason didn't see himself hit the bus, but
What is he doing?
he can't even see our handicap sign.
Oh, is he going in the handicap spot?
Tyler's best friend, Q, has seen Jason do some questionable driving before.
Jason.
Handicap.
Watch that sign.
What's wrong with this picture, Jason? What do you think is wrong with this? Well, yeah, you're a little bit askew. You're right. What else do you think is wrong with this picture?
Can't go forward.
I can't go forward.
When we come back,
It's baby parking. Is that allowed?
the parking lot challenge gets worse.
No, 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 no.
Am I just dumb?
That's no good.
Canada's worst drivers are doing a challenge in a parking lot.
Do you want the handicap spot?
Kinda, are we allowed?
You're allowed to do whatever you want.
Is it legal?
That's a $300 fine here in Ontario.
Mariah is clueless about the legalities of parking lots. Consider this conversation we had about a serious hit and run she'd done on a car in a parking lot.
I dented it really bad.
Then you just drove away?
I parked on the other side of the parking lot.
Right.
When Mariah told me that, I had no idea she thought that was fine.
I've never hit anything for real and driven away.
So if you're scratching cars in parking lots, that's hitting them for real.
Yeah, but it's in a parking lot. I thought that wasn't like a thing. Don't you get
still?
Oh, please.
I know,
You
but
thought
isn't
that
there
wasn't like a thing?
Isn't there like a different law for parking lots?
No.
Yeah, I swear you're like all man for himself. Like that's a thing.
You're not kidding, are you? You actually think?
So like say you hit me
Yeah.
and you drove away.
Yeah.
I still am the one who would have to, like, it's a parking lot, so it's like private property, right? Am I making sense right now?
You sound really up.
Are you sure? There's different laws in parking lots.
I think you need a driver's handbook.
I swear to God.
If your vehicle contacts another, you must remain and give the information. Doesn't matter where it occurs.
Back at our parking lot challenge, Tyler gets parked.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Cheney, on the other hand,
Where's Andrew?
does not get parked.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Whoa! Smash.
One penalty lap later,
Jeez, Cheney.
That was close.
Cheney re-enters the course and another spot opens up right in front of her. Backing up, Cheney looks at her driver's side mirror,
You can make it. You can make it.
but she wildly oversteers in both directions.
Whoa, that's a lot of steering.
Are we good?
You tell me, are you good?
I made it.
Hop on out.
She actually thinks she got that one.
I did it! I did it! Oh no, I didn't do it!
Meanwhile,
Easy on the gas. Just nice and slow. Hold on.
Wayne, oh, stop talking, man.
Cheney's spot becomes available for Seaham.
Straighten, 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 straighten.
Straighten what?
Yes.
Let her drive, Wayne. This is not your parking challenge.
Oh, God.
Unassisted, Seaham stops 1 inch from the line.
No, I'm good.
That is the ugliest pass I've ever seen.
Thank you.
And this is the ugliest pass I've ever heard.
What is going? Ah! Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay.
Woo!
Note to self, work on parking.
Jason needs to work on his parking.
I hit it.
When Jason tries again, he hits harder and keeps on going.
Stop, 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 stop. Did you notice that you were pushing the other car?
No.
With Cheney unable to get parked,
Am I just dumb?
and with Jason out of his vehicle,
Why are you not able to see that you're pushing that car?
I'm pulling the plug on this parking challenge.
We're going to do parallel parking classes.
Okay.
We're going to have to.
When we come back,
Oh, is that a fail?
Canada's worst drivers are taught and then tested on parallel parking.
I had to get out.
The speed limit in Ontario is it 30 kilometers per
It's
hour?
if it's not posted, it's 50.
Okay.
Okay?
When the Canada's Worst Driver nominees show up at our rehab center, we don't just teach them and test them there.
So check around, make sure it's safe to go.
Our head instructor, Tim, takes them out in public as often as possible.
You're much better.
One thing Tim hasn't taught Canada's worst drivers yet is how to parallel park.
That's no good.
And that became evident in our parking lot challenge.
Stop.
Especially when I parallel parked a sedan just to get it out of the way.
How do you do that? That's amazing. I wish I could do that.
Parallel parking is a 5-step process. Step number 1, pull up beside the car you want to park behind.
We will stop when the back tires of our vehicle are at the back bumper of this front vehicle.
Step number 2, steer fully to the right and reverse.
As we start to back in, now we have to judge our angle. When the headlights of the vehicle that's behind us appear in the driver's door mirror, you have your angle.
Okay, say that again, I'm sorry.
The angle of your car changes as you reverse in while turning right. When you can look in this mirror and see both of these headlights, you can stop turning because that's the angle you want to be at to reverse into the space. Again, seeing these headlights is the key.
Once they fully appear in the driver's door mirror, that's our cue that we have our angle.
Okay.
Step 3 is reversing straight back at that angle.
We want to straighten the steering, and we're going to back the vehicle in approximately halfway.
Okay.
Step 4 is turning left to swing the front end in.
All right, once the front end has swung in and the car is parallel to the curb,
it's time for the final step, pulling forward.
We pull ahead, even the space out ahead and behind.
Okay. Makes sense.
C-Ham will now show us what she's learned.
Okay, I gotta stop when my rear tire is aligned with that rear bumper.
What are you supposed to do next?
Turn my wheel all the way. 1, 2, 3.
Once C-Ham gets her angle correct, she pulls halfway into the space and swings her front end in.
Watch your front.
And even though Wayne is backseat driving way too much...
Stop.
Wayne, you are stressful.
C-Ham does get parked perfectly.
Yeah, stop.
C-Ham just proved how easy it is.
Who's graduating? Right there.
Mariah doesn't have the greatest memory.
I forget what that second step was. I don't know.
Can you not remember how to freaking park a car?
After some hitting and some experimenting,
I don't remember what he said.
Mariah successfully parks on her 6th attempt.
Done. Park.
Mariah shouldn't get too cocky.
Like a pro.
6 tries. Like a pro.
Tyler can't remember the first step.
So I think it was you line up. Oh, I forget. Where did he have the car? He had this little car, and he put it on this paper.
Instead of putting his car's rear wheels in alignment with the front car's rear bumper, Tyler lines up
my hood with their hood, not the mirrors.
And he doesn't use the driver's door mirror to look for the rear car's headlights.
Okay, so that headlight is halfway in my trunk. Or is it the mirror? Or is it that mirror? Or is it this mirror?
And he doesn't watch where he's going.
Oh, it's right there?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're giving the bad drivers 10 attempts at parallel parking.
Dive.
And Tyler fails all 10.
What was that?
Tyler is a lost cause.
With 10 more hours practice at parallel parking, I think I could get it.
Jason remembers the first step.
back wheels are with the bumper.
Jason remembers steps 2, 3, and 4 as well.
Both headlights in the... Okay, nice straighten out till about halfway.
Will Jason remember to watch where he's going?
You've hit it. I haven't. You hit it. The barrier? Yes.
On Jason's 5th attempt,
yes, my brother.
He passes. In the past, Jason was too intimidated to parallel park.
With the newfound knowledge, maybe I will parallel park.
On Cheney's first attempt, she hits more things.
That's a hit.
Than Tyler.
Oh, that's not it.
And Jason.
Oh.
And Mariah combined.
4.
Oh.
Just as I'm thinking, Cheney must believe that hitting as many things as she possibly can is actually the goal of this challenge. Cheney reveals that she actually believes...
I didn't hit anything.
There you are.
Whatever.
Some people simply should not drive. And Cheney might be one of those people.
I had to get out.
When we come back, Canada's worst drivers do a high-speed slalom.
I don't need to cry.
Here at the Driver Rehabilitation Center, we set the limits for Canada's worst drivers. We tell them what speed they have to travel at, and we create the courses they have to navigate their way around. But, on their next test, they will be the ones setting the distance between the objects they have to slalom around at 80 kilometers an hour on a challenge course we call Know Your Limits.
The car they'll be driving for this challenge is our fancy Cadillac sports car, which has almost reached its limit of abuse. Can you believe this thing looked like this just 5 episodes ago? All right, so this is a highway driving challenge. What does a highway driving challenge course look like? Well, look for yourself. It looks like a highway. At the end of this highway is a slalom course with obstacles placed 30 meters apart. Drivers will have to be going 80 an hour when they begin the slalom. And with 30 meters between each gate, it'll be easy. Then, they'll be asked to make the distance between the obstacles as tight as they think they can accomplish. Will they know their own limits? Or will they create courses that they can't complete? I shall now demonstrate. The straightaway is almost a full kilometer long, which gives the bad drivers plenty of room to get comfortable going 80 an hour before the slalom. And it's about to begin now. I go around the 5 pieces of upstanding foam at 80, which is exciting, but really quite doable. How fast am I doing? 82, that's perfect. And I come to a leisurely stop, and I relax, because highway driving should be relaxing. I'm not going to tighten the course, because I know my limits. Before any high-speed challenge, Canada's worst drivers always get a lesson. They've learned how to hold the wheel.
With my hands at 9 and 3, thumbs over the spoke, not 10 and 2.
They've learned where to look.
Look where you want to go.
They've learned everything they need to know to pass today's challenge.
Swerve, stabilize, brake. Everything you learn throughout this process, look where you want to go, seating position, like it will always come into play somehow.
Jason is first to hit the highway. But when he reaches the required speed,
There's 80. Yeah.
instead of taking a route that will allow him to easily slip into the slalom,
Pick a side.
he heads straight for the foam figures, whom he calls Cameron and Tiffany.
Pick a side. Pick a side. It's okay. Just hold it together now. Poor Tiff. Killed one person. You should have picked the side first.
Yeah.
And that's a run with 30 meters in between the obstacle. That's supposed to be the confidence boost run.
Will we tighten it up for the second run as we're supposed to, or will we leave it?
Tighten up a little.
Tighten it up a little? Okay, then we'll do that. We will tighten it up by how much?
About 10 meters?
10, the whole course?
No. I was going to say put 20 meters between per person.
Put 20 meters. So you can lose 10 meters between each person. Do you think that's doable?
That's doable.
Yeah? Okay, we'll do that.
He's definitely not connected here.
Once the bad drivers tighten the course, they only have one shot at success or failure. I don't know if even Philippe Letourneau could do this course with only 20 meters between each person. I'm running for my life.
Here we go. It's okay. Mother of God.
Jason does not know his limitations.
I learned not to shoot for the stars, but shoot to be safe.
Seaham is up next.
Here's Seaham's first run.
Now just concentrate on the people, okay?
That's terrible advice. Seaham should concentrate on looking where she wants to go. And she doesn't want to go into the people.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Keep going.
Wow.
Wow.
Good job.
Good job.
Pulling up to stop, though, Seaham nearly wrecks the transmission.
Geez, don't put it in park while you're still driving. Don't put it in park while you're still driving. Park is for being parked. That's not a break.
For her second run, Seaham has asked for the course to be tightened by 2 meters between each obstacle. Will she be able to do it? And will Wayne stop backseat driving?
No, that's too much left, too much.
Shoot.
Stop.
Break.
Seaham might be our next graduate.
Have you got what you wanted out of rehab? Is this what you came for?
Absolutely. I'm much more confident for sure.
Former drunk driver Mariah knows that she would not be able to pass any rehab center challenges if she was liquored up. Mariah has actually promised to get a tattoo symbolizing the fact that she will never drink and drive again after she leaves rehab.
80's kind of fast.
Even so, Mariah makes it no problem.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Yes!
Good job.
Fantastic.
What's the limit of your skill?
25.
25 meters between each?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
25 meters between each obstacle is a bold 5-meter reduction. Now, it's for the money. She may very well graduate if she pulls this off. Mariah said she could do it. And she did it.
I know my limitations while driving, and I think it was really good.
When we come back, Janie and Tyler run this course.
Oh, God. What the
Cheney will be next to drive our Know Your Limits challenge. And on her confidence-building run, with the slalom figures 30 meters apart,
Faster, faster.
Cheney has asked Jeremy to tell her when she's at 80 kilometers an hour.
Faster, faster. Hold there.
Go 90.
That's why you should watch your own speed.
That was terrible.
It was horrible.
That was probably the worst one we've seen so far.
Don't shake your head at me, Jeremy. I had it at 90.
Now it's going to get tighter.
What?
And the question is, how much should we bring them together for your second run?
Can we open them up further?
That's awesome that you said that. You're the first person to say that.
Perfect.
Instead of opening the course up, though, Cheney changed her mind and said she can do this course with 30 meters between the foam figures.
One of the weirdest and most difficult parts of my job is telling people, I don't think you should drive. And I'm just wondering if you're one of those people.
Oh, that makes me sad. I don't ever want you to say that to me.
But I'm wondering what you think.
I don't want to be one of those people.
Cheney slaughtered the course at the doable level and asked for it to be left at the doable level. Can she do it? Let's see. No, she can't.
Watch that again. After slaloming around the first two objects, Cheney spends more time with her eyes shut than with her eyes open. As a result, she hits 3 of the foam figures square in the middle of her bumper.
I don't need to cry.
Lovers of fancy cars are also going to cry.
That was just holding on by a thread.
For all you guys out there watching, it's as painful to watch in real life as it is to watch on the show.
I suck.
Tyler has a habit of staring at things and then driving straight into them.
No target fixation, no target fixation, no target fixation.
Fixating on the road, Tyler speeds up to 90.
Oh, he's hitting runway speeds. Can he do this? Keep in mind, this is only the confidence builder. I'm going to watch his run from here. Wow. Okay, that run was designed to build his confidence, and then we'd ask him how much he wants the course to shrink for the real challenge.
Let's watch that again.
You ready?
Pause. As we re-watch Tyler's run, let's also watch my run. Notice that my hands are directly across from one another at the 9 and 3 position on the wheel. Tyler's hands are flailing all over the place. I am able to make every turn without letting go of the wheel, whereas Tyler is grasping at figurative straws. Throughout rehab, Tyler has been warned that he'll lose control at high speeds if he's not holding onto the wheel at 9 and 3.
Where do we position our hands? What did I ask you? 9 and 3.
Where do you hold the wheel to drive safely?
9 and 3.
And when you're going 80 or above, when you're going 50 and above, there is nothing that can happen to you suddenly on the road that you need to let go of the wheel for. Did you let go of the wheel then?
I didn't think so.
Oh,
really?
Did I?
I was focused on the front, but...
You were turning like this.
Even though this run was an absolute disaster, Tyler believes he can do this course with less space between the obstacles.
Well, we could bring him down to 25.
They were at 30 now. You want to bring it down to 25? Okay, let's try that. He's a pilot! He's a pilot! I heard that twice. He's a pilot. That scares me.
For the second time in a row, Tyler speeds well past the 80k an hour limit.
Look where I want to go. Look where I want to go. Look where I want to go.
God.
What the? Oh my God, what happened?
What happened was Tyler slammed on the brakes in mid-swerve while he was speeding. Something else he was taught to never do.
God.
What the?
Tyler does understand where this challenge is taking him.
Based on the slalom,
You might.
I might be Canada's worst driver.
When we come back,
I guess you don't think you're Canada's worst driver.
I'm not.
Mariah and Seaham both want to graduate?
You do? You think you deserve to, yeah?
Yes.
On this episode of Canada's Worst Driver, the nominees showed us how well they can park.
Get out of the way!
Then we taught them to park.
What was that?
Then we did the fastest challenge we've ever done, an 80km/h slalom.
Yeah!
Now, it's time for our experts to learn who wants to graduate. Starting with Mariah, who may be getting more out of rehab than anyone else here this year.
I don't know, it's life-changing. It's crazy. I'm never going to be drinking and driving again. That one, stuck with me. I can't even explain it.
Mariah wasn't the best at any of the challenges this episode, but she did pass them all.
Do you deserve to graduate this episode?
Think I do.
You think so, yeah?
Yeah.
Seaham may also deserve to graduate. She too passed every challenge this episode, and she handled the Know Your Limitations test better than anyone.
I was in control of the car and I was doing what I needed to do.
Yeah, I guess I'm just glad your decision to only reduce it a little bit instead of saying, I just bring on the hardest thing you can possibly give me.
I do play it safe for sure.
If all drivers could know their limitations, there'd be a lot less crashes on Canadian roads.
Do you want to graduate this episode?
I think I deserve to graduate.
Jason doesn't deserve to graduate, but
I'd like to graduate this episode.
Really? Do you feel like you deserve to?
No, I don't think I deserve to.
Tyler doesn't deserve to either, and he doesn't want to.
At this stage, no. No, I want to stay. I love it here.
Even though she misses her 6-year-old son, Cheney also loves being here.
Do you want to graduate this episode?
It'd be nice, but I want to learn more. I'm so excited to be here and to it's a privilege. So.
Who are you here for?
Myself, son, and everybody else on the roads.
And are you getting what you wanted out of this?
I'm getting more. It's a learning curve, right? So much to take in, but I love every second of it.
Of being here? Why?
Just it's making me a better driver and also a better person.
Who will get their wish to graduate? Seaham or Mariah?
Tim?
I'm going to say Mariah. I had a bit of time to spend with Mariah in car, and from what I saw there, she is demonstrating all the right things.
See, you get an insight that the rest of us don't get because you take them out for lessons on real public roads.
Yeah.
So you've driven with Seaham and Mariah.
Driven with all of them.
And in those public drives, Tim sees Seaham as someone who still needs rehab.
She's not far off, but it's night and day with Mariah.
I wouldn't say night and day.
Here in the rehab center, traditionally we've gone exclusively by results from the challenges, but I don't think on any level, we should dismiss what you're saying right now about how they perform in public lessons with you.
Yeah.
Shamala, who do you think should graduate?
For me, Mariah has really shown a shift in attitude, and I think huge. And I think the biggest thing with her was the drinking and driving. And she's got that.
Philippe, what do you think?
I think for me, CM deserved to graduate.
Cam?
Well, I've given it a lot of thought. I have to go with Seaham, and the reason really was the high-speed slalom. Not just that she did it, but she knew her limitations.
So, Mariah, Seaham. You guys are killing me. This episode, the experts heatedly debated two people as being the potential graduate. And in that discussion, they found themselves at loggerheads. Two people thought one person should go home, and two people thought another should go home. Tyler, the folks I'm talking about are Seaham and Mariah. This episode's graduate is... Mariah, you. Congratulations. You really did great. You really grew up a whole lot here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
We're really, really proud of you.
Thank you.
There's one more thing we can do before you go, though.
What?
What do you think?
I don't know. Tattoo!
Yeah, we brought your tattoo artist here. She's here right now. Yeah. You want to go get tatted up with an anti-drunk driving symbol?
Yeah.
You really do, hey?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Give me your hand. Let's go and walk out hand in hand. I should just remind you and you at home that one of these people is Canada's worst driver. It's not you, though, is it? I know!
Before coming to rehab, Mariah shouldn't have even had a driver's license.
Basically, I got my G license because I cried to the driving instructor.
Saying Mariah wasn't a good driver is a gross understatement.
My first accident was rear-ending a cop.
After 2 years of driving and crashing and carrying on like her car was a moving dance club,
I could really use like 5 shots of tequila right now.
unrepentant drunk driver Mariah's insurance costs were over $7,000 a year. But she still didn't care.
I actually probably drive better doing that. I really didn't care about anyone else but myself in my car.
In rehab, Mariah learned to care about basic driving skills.
Look up, look far, look where you want to go, and trust your vision.
We taught Mariah the dangers of distracted driving.
I'm never gonna be on my phone again and drive. I promise.
And every step of the way,
You probably had about 12 drinks and then drove.
Yeah.
we hammered home the point that driving under the influence of alcohol is unforgivable.
So feel the shame, because there's something to be ashamed of by laughing about the fact that you drink and drive.
Yeah.
Mariah was unrepentant at first.
You do a lot of damage.
I do.
But slowly and surely,
I would not be able to do this course if I was drinking and driving.
Mariah got the message.
Drinking and driving is like no questions asked. I can stop doing that. I was shocked about the drinking and driving because I didn't know that that's what I was basically coming here for.
Now, she's getting a tattoo to prove it.
I arrived here as a careless driver, and now I'm leaving here as a smart driver. This is my thank you to Canada's Worst Driver. I promise to never drink and drive ever again.
On the next episode of Canada's Worst Driver, the nominees learn the danger of slamming on the brakes while in an icy corner.
Oh, shoot, no, I didn't. What are you doing? I don't know.
Their ability to fit into tight spaces is tested.
Oh my God!
side up.
And skill levels appear to go backwards.
Oh, there goes the mirror.
In a challenge we call
Stay centered.
the longest reverse in the world.